In today's video, we're going to stay at home and actually cook something on our Blackstone. In the previous video, we showed putting our Blackstone together, well, rather you mostly putting it together, and there was a lot of interest in people wondering how to season it and how it cooks. And since it's the first time we've ever owned a Blackstone, we thought it might not be a bad idea to go over how we seasoned it and then show you cooking and see what we think. There are some things we learned since we seasoned it, like don't put maybe the magnet close to the hot surface, and the little small propane tank that we bought, we'll show you how to hook that up. But overall, I do like how small it is and easy to move around. So we're gonna make some steak on it tonight. I'm a big fan of grilling steak on a normal traditional grill. I have yet to grill one on here, so that'll be quite the experience. And we're just gonna do something small like that on it tonight. We're not gonna do like a big hibachi thing, but no. I mean, we're just gonna see how it works. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be helpful, and we'll let you know what we think. Let's go check it out. I know some people have wanted us to cook at home, do some cooking at home. We did the whole hot pot thing, which was fun. We're gonna be cooking some organic grass-fed sirloins we got at Publix. They're smaller ones. I like New York strips the best. Ribeyes are good too. The ribeyes at the moment were like $15 for a smaller one. So we just went with the sirloins, and I have a unique way I do it on the grill that I think, not to toot my own horn, are some of the best steaks that I make. Like I think they're great. So this is gonna be different. Maybe. I'm gonna look up maybe how other people do some good steaks and see what we think, but I am excited to use this Blackstone. All right, I didn't show this in the other video, but this right here keeps the hood latched. So I thought that was good to have. And if we open this, got it all seasoned now, and I'll show you how I did that. I actually looked up a video online of somebody else doing it, and I just followed what they did. So here's the griddle seasoning I got. I got it at Lowe's. I'm sure they have it at like Home Depot and other stores, Amazon. But you can see their before and then their after. Our after looks very similar to their after. And what I did was, the video I saw somebody else do that I followed was, before you even turn it on or anything like that, go ahead and use soap and water to clean the grill portion of it. Do that a couple times, dry it off, and then you're gonna fire up the grill. And pretty easy to do with these. You actually, I don't have the propane in right at the moment, but you just press in for a little bit, and then you turn it to this right here, this little lightning bolt looking thing, and the flames, you'll actually be able to see the flames down here get going. And once that happens, let it run for a little bit, and then you'll take your seasoning here, and I did about a spoonful, and you throw it on the grill, and you take tongs and a paper towel and basically grab the paper towel with your tongs and then spread the seasoning, and it'll smoke like crazy. Like smoke will start coming off of it. But I did that for 4 times, and this is what the grill looks like. So we got it all seasoned. So one tip I would say is, remember when we put this magnet right over here? I would not recommend that because it actually melted off. This whole thing here gets extremely hot. So yeah, that's why I was looking, maybe on the, like, I don't know if we could put it over here possibly, or on the legs, but don't put it on any of this because it gets very, very hot. Here's the small all-purpose 1-pound propane that I got at Walmart. It was like $5. You can get a pack of 2 for $9, a pack of 4 for like, I want to say it's like $20 or something like that. I would say I've used about half based on this seasoning process. So I probably will end up hooking my big propane tank up and not use these small ones, but the small ones are nice because it makes it easy to travel with, but it did use a lot of it, and I'll show you how to hook that up. So right here on the grill, it's a little cover, and you have to take the top off of the propane like that, and then they tell you in the instructions to actually hook this up to the top They actually tell you to screw this on first. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then once you have that on, this just screws on to this section here. And then something I saw online, or in the instructions, it said make sure your propane's at an angle like that. So in order to do that, you just get it tight and it'll stay. It's hard to do with one hand, but basically once it gets tight right there, there you go, like that. So that is how you set it up. And now we can fire it up and cook on it for the very first time. So actually on here, it does give you the usage amount. So 1 tablespoon. And it does say you can wipe down the surface, preheat griddle, then you spread the seasoning, and then it says start cooking. So I saw online some people do actual just oil. I think I'm gonna try this method. Pour some of this on there, and then saw a video that they actually put butter and put that on the griddle so that it melts it, and then you can put it on your steak. So that's what we're gonna do. They've got lighting instructions, push the knob in, turn to this area. At first I thought it was kind of confusing. Push it in, turn it right there, you'll hear a click and see the flames start to go. Turn it, there you go. They are going. Let that heat up, it'll start smoking, and then we'll put some of that seasoning on. Timber's gonna have me throw some green beans on here too. This thing gets super hot, so just know that. I'm just gonna throw some seasoning on it for now. There we go. Take a paper towel and just kind of move that seasoning around here. Get the grill ready. And you can set your butter up here so it melts. So I'm just gonna put that over in the corner there, like that. It's already melting, that's good. Let's throw some steaks on here, see what happens. Got some butter on top of the steak. If you got any good recipes on cooking the steaks, let me know. I'm gonna keep turning them. And then we saw somebody also do green beans on here, so why not? Right? There we go. Got sweet potatoes in the oven. Now if you want to have it heat up faster, you can close the hood. Just added a little bit of butter to the steaks here. These are a little thicker than what I like. I like more thin steaks, but this is all they had, so it's also a really good idea to get a digital thermometer. Honestly, makes cooking much easier. Oh yeah, I got the green beans pretty much done. Steaks need just a little bit longer. I know a lot of people say you gotta cook them rare, medium rare. We're more medium people, kind of right in the middle. Now I know other people said smash burgers are good on here. I'm actually really excited to make a burger on here. And hibachi, obviously. Put some chicken and rice on there, vegetables. Steak's the first thing. We'll see how it turns out. Shouldn't be much longer. I think we're getting close. I poured a little bit more butter on it, but we're getting there. This came with the cleaning kit I got at Lowe's. Probably gonna end up doing a little bit of all three. We used to work back in a restaurant that you had to clean the grill, and that's what you had to do. For video, you can scan here. Got the steaks ready to go. Now, I'm not gonna do a crazy clean, but I'm gonna scrape some of the main stuff off here into the grease trap back here. So you got one that's more on the medium and then one more medium rare-ish. So those are gonna be the two kinds tonight. Obviously the thicker ones takes longer to cook, but I think they both look good. Then you know I'm going to put some country bobs on it, but let's just try it real quick. Honestly, it's actually pretty good. Here's what we got tonight. Look at that. That's a ton of green beans. Now something I personally do, I personally take the propane tank off because we store the grill on the back deck so it's covered. And to like fold it and stuff, I just remove it. But now it's time to clean this. So I already did do the griddle scraper. I'm gonna go straight to the deep cleaning. So to remove residue and burnt on food, attach the orange cleaning pad to the handle using a little water or oil. Work in circular motions. Use the scraper, wipe down with a paper towel. So obviously you need to buy a cleaning kit for one of these, but this is what it was saying with the cleaning brush pad. Just, it's hard to do with one hand, but putting it on here like that. Now we do have the little squeeze bottles, but put some water on here and it says go in a circular motion. That's what we're going to do. Memories of the old work days.
Yeah.
Except that grill was a lot bigger than this one. It was huge. Then use the scraper to scrape it all back. So then we'll wipe down with a paper towel to finish, and then we've already done kind of the scraping, so I think we're gonna go and do kind of when we season it and throw some more seasoning on it. So we're gonna wipe it down now. Actually, it says you can use a cleaning brick, which came in the kit, but we're gonna do that next, because if you want to deep clean it, it says preheat it, which we've already done. We've already cleaned it off. We're just gonna use the cleaning brick. Now we're getting it. So we're on step 4, drizzle oil on the whole surface, use circular motions with the cleaning brick, then use the scraper, wipe down the griddle clean with a cloth paper, drizzle more, and wipe down again. Then season the griddle top to protect it.
Circular?
Yep. Probably won't show this a whole lot, it's probably pretty loud. Now be careful with your propane because it does get, like I said, very cold. Oh, we're running out of daylight, so we're getting there. Now again, you can season it with the seasoning or the oil, regular oil, whatever you want to do. Putting that final layer on there. And then don't forget you do have a grease tray back there in the back, but there's that, and you can latch the hood here, get it, there we go, and then put the little thing back on here like that. Don't forget your grease trap here. There we go. And don't forget it is pretty easy to tear it down here, so keep your foot on the bottom, pull it towards you. That frees it from the hooks, the clamps, and then set it down. And then you can pick it up right here. And look, you're ready to move it. That was our first time using the Blackstone. I know somebody had mentioned, can we show seasoning it? So hopefully that was helpful also. There's pros and cons. I think let's go over maybe the cons of Blackstone in general. Clean up. There's a lot to clean up, a lot to like prepare it for your next use.
But maybe we can find like a more efficient way.
Yeah, and it might get easier as you do it more frequently. But I know cleanup, there was a lot of steps in the cleanup. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's kind of with anything. A regular grill, you're supposed to do kind of some more cleanup, not quite that
not
extensive.
like the seasoning and stuff and the oil and all of that.
Another con I would say with that specific model is I don't think the propane tanks that size will last long. They're supposed to be, maybe it will now that I, don't have to season it like I did the very first use. But I got the adapter to hook up the bigger propane tank, and the problem with the one that I have is there's no like bottom shelf to hold your propane tank.
Right.
So you just have to set it on the ground, but if you're trying to take it somewhere, then really you probably have to undo it, do it, put it back together. Yeah, so it's really not, unless you have a home for it at your house where you're not going to move it anywhere.
Which we will sometime.
That was a cat. Yeah, we will have a place for it sometime. But if you're using it for like camping, I wouldn't get a big propane tank. I would get a small one. But if you want it just stationary at your house, I'd maybe go for the stationary one that can have a propane tank sit in the bottom of it. Mm-hmm. But I will say there are a lot of pros. That's really kind of the only negative I had with it, honestly. Yeah. The pros, it is mobile. You can take it wherever you want. It's easy to fold down, put back up. You can cook a lot of things on it. Like your traditional grill, you're pretty much only cooking burgers and steaks because of the...
Unless you have like a topper.
Yeah, unless you have a topper. This one you can cook whatever you want. And honestly, the first time for the steaks, they were good.
Yeah, I liked them.
That's just kind of hard to get used to. I'm used to the other grill, but they were fine.
Good.
Green beans were good. I've heard a lot of people say smash burgers are amazing, so give us your smash burger recipes. And I'm excited to try that. Hibachi is good. Breakfast. And with the mobile one, this I mentioned it as a con, but a pro would be you don't have this big propane tank, carrying it around.
More portable.
It's portable. So I like it personally. I'm a big fan. I like all the gadgets with it. And just like with everything, you can find pros and cons with it. But I think in this instance, the pros definitely outweigh the cons.
Oh, another pro, you got it for free.
Yeah, that too. I mean,
Through
there
a
is
conference.
that is too.
So.
But pretty easy to put together, easy to use. If you're okay with doing all the cleanup work, then I mean, I think it's totally worth it. If you have an outdoor
kitchen, you'd be good.
Yeah, outdoor kitchen would be great. As far as the model goes, I know others that have the bigger one. I think it works fine. I am a big fan of the mobile, especially if you plan on going like camping or you want to take it with you or you just don't like it in a certain spot. It's easy to store and you can move it wherever you want it. So I'm a fan of it. I think we'll use it quite a bit. And hopefully this has been helpful for those who are looking at getting one. Now, I know there's going to be chefs out there that probably say I did everything wrong, and that's quite all right. We enjoyed it. We ate it.
Food was edible.
Food was good. And also, we kind of showed you cooking at home. A lot of people asked if we cook at home. Other people wanted us to see us cook at home. We kind of did all that tonight. So, just got still a lot to clean up. But either way, it was good. I'm very thankful. Thank you, Lord, for helping us win it. And I'll be using it quite a bit, that's for sure. So, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and we can hopefully help you out. But as first-time users,
we just used
it. As first-time users, we went through never using one before and liked it. So, anyway, it's getting later. It's now darker at an earlier time. So I think we're gonna call it. With that being said, that does it for today. Thanks for watching.